Pacers for the Thursday opener are getting ready at the head of the stretch. It's showtime. A lot of early speed on the inside. Rockinindy, Mr. Bailando leaving together. Wild Zinger sent out the challenge. Big stretch mark got a little rough gated while he was looking to show speed. But it's Mr. Bailando coming away from the inside with the lead. Met with the challenge of Rockinindy. 2.5 lengths behind is TE's Black Tie. Big stretch mark is rough gated again on the far outside. Towards the inside in fifth is Wish Granted. Wild Zinger parked and retreating all the way back to last behind Mr. Desire and Dow Jones. Quarter pole bound in 28-3. And it's co-favored Rockinindy, the top dog. Big stretch mark has had an adventurous opening quarter. Now he's parked out with Mr. Bailando in third. 2 lengths back to fourth to find TE's Black Tie, who's followed by Wish Granted. Then comes Mr. Desire. Moving to the outside is Dow Jones. Wild Zinger trails the field as they come off the turn and pass in front of the stands. And Rockinindy's in charge. Rockinindy looking for 3 in a row. A length and a half in front of Mr. Bailando. Big stretch mark race parked out with Wish Granted moving to the outside fourth. TE's Black Tie buried on the rail right now as Dow Jones gets underway on the outside. 59-1 for a soft half. 30-3 for the second quarter. So it's Rockinindy by a length and a half on Mr. Bailando as big stretch mark starts to drop back now, forcing Wish Granted 3 wide. But Wish Granted, it means business as he swings 3 deep to the far outside, coming after Rockinindy, who's had a walk in the park thus far. Wish Granted trying to change that as he's drawn to within a half length of the lead. Mr. Bailando third, 2 to TE's Black Tie. Up the inside in fifth is Mr. Desire, 3/4 in 128-2. And Rockinindy has had things all his own way. Feels just mild pressure from long shot Wish Granted. Mr. Bailando still there in third. It's 3 lengths to fourth to Mr. Desire as TE's Black Tie pulled but went in the wrong direction. And they come to the top of the stretch. And Rockinindy still on the ropes as Wish Granted won't go away. Wish Granted taking it to Rockinindy, who's digging in though. Mr. Bailando to the inside. Rockinindy going to hang in there. Rockinindy 3 in a row. Wish Granted second best. Then Mr. Bailando and Mr. Desire 156-2. Number 3, Rockinindy first. It's a photo for place.